Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Aquarius for January, February 2023. So Aquarius, we are in your zodiac sign of Aquarius. It's your time in the sun. And you are in your first house, so it's all about you, your image, your projections, what you hope for, what you're going to want to achieve for the year ahead. All those things, it's all coming in. So we'll start with the energy around. We have the King of Cups. King of Cups, very much an emotional male icon. But this one, he could be he is a mature male by all intents and purposes. So it could be your father or someone like that, or your husband. He may be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio. A very emotional type of person, but as the male of the species are usually quite deal with their emotions in a completely different way to females. There could be a bit of a brick there, you know, with the emotional stuff just sitting in there like frozen in time. Some kind of sad event many moons ago that still hasn't been dealt with, if you know what I mean. But that then also conversely could mean about your connection to that person, or your emotional ice block, or what's there that sort of you can't seem to shift. It doesn't seem to melt. Okay, Aquarius, so let's see where you are right now. The Emperor, the Father card, comes right in. The Emperor is indeed very male. He's the top of the pops. The Emperor, he's achieved a lot in his lifetime. He's very much a control, I wouldn't say freak, but he's in control. Control is a word to describe him. He's got where he is by controlling events, emotions, etc. But he's also very strategic, very disciplined, all those sorts of things. Maybe not so much in the emotions, and that's why it's come through like this at the moment. And, you know, to any of the males in here, or females that are, you know, dealing with that sort of a male figure, it's part and parcel, I suppose. So but very much about, also can be about you getting to where you want to be this year. So there's got to be a lot of control about it. There's got to be a lot of discipline. There's got to be a lot of hard work put in to get your achievement. Let's see, but the archetype here is like the archetypal father. Let's have a look at the influencing card. So the influence, the Emperor here, and in turn influences the reading proper. And we have the Four of Wands, lovely card. So it sort of turns the dynamic totally around. The Four of Wands is the happy home card. It's the consolidation card. It's things doing really well for you, sorted, consolidated. You feel, you know, that you've really arrived at a certain phase of your life and you're ready for the next one. You're going through the gateway to the next phase. So, well, perhaps his influence has really worn off well in terms of where you've got to. And with this card, it's an absolutely gorgeous card to have, Aquarius, especially in your birthday time. It's sort of saying, well, just keep moving forward and, yeah, get ready for the next phase of your life for this year, see what's going to come around. And this influences the whole reading. So the Four of Wands, so it looks like it'll be a very progressive, action-packed month. Things going well, loving your home when you're there, and, you know, just really feeling like you've arrived in a sense. But by getting there with control and discipline and all those other things. Okay, let's have a look and see what was going on in December, January. Smooth sailing. I know you were in your 12th house last month, so that can be a pretty quiet sort of time, a time of introspect where you don't really feel like being part of all the festivities and celebrations of our Christian, you know, holidays, Christmas and New Year, that kind of thing. However, you kind of sail through that quite well, albeit quieter than what you normally would. But obviously every year at that time you are a bit more reserved and thinking about the bigger picture. Dreams are important, all that sort of thing that governs the 12th house, all those sort of highly intuitive times as well, where we have to rake over the coals of the year and sort of, you know, submerge ourselves really. Nice card though, smooth sailing after a difficult time perhaps preceding that. Recent influences we have, yeah, and just a bit, you know, chilled out, relaxed. Maybe you haven't been that well, or maybe that was just the 12th house as well, where you just wanted to be more of an observer than a participator, just sitting back, having a rest, or maybe you weren't very well for whatever reason, and just took a bit of time out of the hurry and scurry of life and just chilled out and rejuvenated yourself as well. So nice card too. If you can get it, it's a good card. If you can manage to just sort of kick back for a while, recharge your batteries, in other words. Let's see the lesson you'll be learning. The Magician. So the power comes from the universe. The power comes from outside of us, through us. So yes, there is big potentials on the list for you this time, this year, and also risk. So risk and potential go hand in hand, 50-50. What are you going to do? He is the spirit messenger and he just says go for it. Just make it happen. But realise too, there will be drawbacks, there will be U-turns, there will be detours, but that's part of it. It's how you handle the things coming through, especially if this is a new project. With the Magician, it often is. And it's almost like a light bulb moment where you just think, wow. And coming out of the 12th house too, it's very interesting that you get this card as your lesson for February, for your birthday month. Very intuitive, obviously. Near future. And we have the wish card, a beautiful 9 of Cups. Yes, what it is you wish for, you set your mind to it and you get it done. You put in the effort and you will receive your reward. So the wish card is very much a nice birthday present, isn't it, Aquarius? But just knowing that, you know, as you go along, whatever this wish is or whatever you hope to achieve can be done, but with, you know, with the obvious hard work to go with it. It won't just arrive on the doorstep. What's happening that you're not realising? Oh, there's a bit of bitching going on, a bit of discord maybe. Usually this is a work card. It can be family as well, family squabbles, people, you know, just not really towing the line. And for Aquarius, that's a bit of a glitchy thing because you are group-minded people. You're always thinking of the group as well as yourself, so you tend to reach out to the group and to others, and this does not bode well in your life. You kind of find it a bit revolting. So if you had felt, or you have felt this sort of friction around in the family or at the workplace, just try and just avoid it where you can, because those that have created it, you know, they tend to just create that sort of thing. So you just have to sidestep it really, Aquarius, because it's not your vibe at all. You're more, yeah, well, how does everyone feel? Is everyone okay? Does everyone agree? You're that person. Okay. Let's see how others see you. The Devil. So the Devil's a very Capricorn card. It is the card for the Capricorns. It could mean that they view you as being a bit stuck at the moment, sort of over indulging in certain things, whether it be alcohol, drugs, gambling, food, and it's kind of a bit stuck energy in a way, but also really good for work. So people might be looking at you and thinking, oh, all that person does is work and work and work. But however, if you really want to achieve your wishes and your dreams, you have to sort of do a lot of hard work to get there. So that's Capricorn, the hard working. But often by other signs and other people, it can be perceived as, you know, oh, they're just always working for the money. They're always about the money, and that's how they roll. Not necessarily so with the devil. You can also put your mind to and work really hard to achieve what you want to achieve in a shorter space of time, if you like. Let's see what you're feeling positive about. Yeah, feeling a bit sort of held back a bit, or feeling like, oh my God, I thought I'd be further along down the road at this time. I would have achieved those things I wanted to. All said and done, this is an easy card to navigate. You just go around a different way. You find a detour. You get around. If you feel like you're being held back by certain people, usually at work, just try and work with it. And as you are group people, you will find a solution to this feeling. I think we'll throw a few cards on this and this for you in a minute, just to clarify. And the outcome, karma and justice. So things balancing out, things ending up exactly how they should be. You reap what you sow. So there you are, and it always follows you, doesn't it? Whatever we do sort of follows us. What we don't do, if we don't do it, it follows us as well until we do it. Karma, cause and effect, basically. Okay, so let's see underneath the surface of the devil what's there, and underneath the surface of the positive feelings, which was the held back card. Let's see held back in what particular way. So how others see you as the devil, so let's clarify what that actually is talking about. Change, big change, transformation, really sort of getting to the guts of everything and sort of dealing with things that are hard or things that have just risen to the surface that you think, I need to change my way of looking at things. I need to change the way I see this or I perceive that. So there you go. And as far as the work Capricorn card goes, yeah, well, maybe it is time just to, you know, revisit that and think how you can change your viewpoint on that, because, you know, things go in cycles. It's not always going to be like that. So what's underneath the holding back card? Clarify wise. Yeah, fear for fear's sake, nothing to be fearful of. This is just your Aquarian air mind running rampant and just finding things to worry about that you don't really need to worry about. Sleepless nights maybe, but you know, sometimes these things come up and we have to kind of deal with them in a practical way in order to stop and try and tactics to stop the mind running wild, because it often does with all of us, and it's so annoying because you just can't seem to shake it off, so to speak. So it looks good overall, and so much of a happy birthday for you all. Let's just see what your message is for this time. Pure speech. Happiness comes when your words are pure, bringing about kindness and benefit to yourself and others. The words you use are like seeds you have chosen to plant in the garden of your heart and the world. You have the power to destroy yourself and poison the world around you, or more importantly, you have the power to plant beautiful flowers. So that's all about that perspective, isn't it? Where is it getting you? Yes, you're working a lot, but where are you going to be? Thanks to working a lot, you're going to be doing what you want, and you know, you'll have a positive outlook about that, rather than just feeling like you're constantly on that merry-go-round of work, work, work. There is an end. Okay, Aquarius, have a lovely, lovely birthday, and talk to you next time. Thank you for listening.